Okay, so what we're going to do today is actually try and create a stencil. We're going to use a photo of a face or a portrait of a face. They're quite easy to work with to start off at a sort of beginner's level, and then obviously we can progress to something a little bit more difficult later on. Okay, so the first thing, once you've got your image, you need to go to image, go to adjustments, and then click desaturate, which will turn it to black and white. Next step, go into adjustments again, down to posterize, and then you want to select 2, the number 2. Okay, click OK. Then the next bit, if you go up to filter, down to artistic and to cutout, you need to set these attributes on the side, so make sure the number of levels is on 2. Your edge simplicity, I won't go any higher than 3. You can just like tweak this. Obviously if you go too high, look, you get really simplified face. Okay, so I would say anywhere between 1 and 3 is a safe bet. Okay, the edge fidelity you can leave on 1. Okay, but remember you do want the detail, you just don't want too many jagged edges. Okay, so we'll just look at that. That's actually coming on quite nicely. Press OK. Okay, so now we're going to pay a little bit of attention to detail. So if you just zoom in, what we don't want is any kind of sort of floating areas and any sort of bits that we don't want to spend too much time cutting out, i.e. sort of bits like here, okay, and perhaps like bits like that there. Remember, you're going to be cutting out the black bits, so you want the white to attach to the outside. Okay, we'll sort that out in a bit. So first of all, you're going to go to your brush tool, then you just want to select black. So if you haven't got black down in there in your palette, you can just double click black, or you can actually just select from the photo itself. Once you've got that, press OK, and then using your brush, just brush in the areas that you don't actually want to cut out. So I'm just going to take a few of these out here. Okay, and obviously if they're on the white, you do exactly the same. Just go down, select white, and let's start taking out some of these. Okay, which just makes your life a lot easier when it comes to cutting out. Okay, I'm going to leave a few of them in because they actually give some sort of nice texture to it, but certainly the really little ones I'm going to get rid of. Okay. Okay, so we're getting to the point where we're almost done. The bits that you're going to look for now is bits which are called islands, yeah, so bits which are actually floating. So a couple of things we're going to need to do to make sure that the black areas come out and obviously the white areas stay attached, yeah, because it's the black areas that you're spraying. So to do that, we're going to need to attach the white to the outside. Now you can see up here it's not attached to anything on the outside, so a little trick for this is as follows. So if we just zoom out a little bit, okay, then if you go to image and go to canvas size, and then if you look down here, you've got canvas extension color. Now if you click on there, it'll obviously give you the color swatch again. You can click on there, so we've got white, just okay on the color selection, and then what I usually do is go up to the drop down boxes and click percent. So at the moment this whole image is 100% in width and in height. So if we just click in an extra 2 on both, and then press OK, you'll see what happens. You just get this little white border which goes around. Now you can see obviously we've got the white from the photo is actually attached to the white from the outside, so we have no sort of islands in terms of the white just at the moment. So I'm just going to go through and make sure that there's no bits of white that aren't attached to the outside, or if there's any bits of black which need doctoring at all. Okay, this one's quite a clean image actually, so it's not too bad. There we go, we've got a little bit of white there. Look, if I wanted that one to actually join up with this white bit, I'd just go and grab my brush, make sure I've got the right colour, just reduce the brush size ever so slightly, and just open that one up a little bit. So we're actually just painting straight onto the image. Okay, obviously taking care not to make it too unrealistic and have like big blobs of colour. Okay, and you got this little strand of white here. Again, if we take this right down, just open it up ever so slightly, and you just got an extra dimension to the hair then. Okay, can't really see anything else. I might just take a few of these little grey patches out that I don't want. Okay, And so that's basically it. The sort of bit below her neck or below her chin, all this white is attached to the outside. The black will come out of there. I'm just looking at the top and the same up there. So all I'm going to do now, just zoom out, I'll print that out, get a cutting mat, a cutting knife, cut the stencil out really carefully, paying attention to all the details in the hair and also around the facial features, and then grab a spray can and spray it.